Metta practice is often combined with compassion practice and is sometimes seen as the same thing. I view them as being slightly different in that this friendliness that arises, this metta, when it meets suffering, that's when the compassion arises. This, I care about your suffering. So today we're going to do a practice where we allow some of this friendliness to come up and then notice the difference, the compassion, that care that can arise when it meets suffering. So starting with finding your comfortable seat or standing. Allowing yourself to rest into whatever is supporting you. We'll do this initially with a kitten or a small animal. So if you imagine that kitten and the friendliness that you might feel for this small animal, this kitten, this puppy, feeling some friendliness towards it. Imagine holding it, imagine it playing with you. Imagine whatever way that you might experience that friendliness or kindness towards that little one. And then imagine that that little one has been injured in some way, that has maybe been treated unkindly or has something stuck in its paw. And can you feel that this compassion, this care arises around that suffering? It might be a feeling, it might be some kind of visual care surrounding it in a purple light. It might be the words of, oh, I care about your suffering. May you find some ease and healing. And allowing that cared for kitten to move into the background. And bringing to mind someone that you care about, someone that's easy. Some being that you can find friendliness for. And knowing that this being has likely experienced some suffering in their life, whether in the past or currently. And again, can you feel the arising of that? Oh, I care about your suffering. It might be a feeling, it might be, oh, sweetie, may you be well, may you be healed from this suffering. I care about your suffering. Sometimes with this practice, it can feel supportive to put your hand on your heart. And allowing this being having all the care and compassionate attention that they need to move into the background again. Taking a few moments for yourself. Allowing yourself to engage in or not this next part of practice, whatever feels appropriate today, as you allow yourself to call to mind a child and the friendliness that you might feel for that child, whether it's someone you know or an imaginary child. Just feeling that friendliness, that kindness. And then you notice that this child is about to do harm to some other child, is about to do that. And then your compassionate act for them in caring for their well-being is allowing yourself to say no and to support them in not having that behavior. That is also an act of compassion, a care for that child's well-being. It can be done from a place of care. And what if all children were cared for in that way, where they were guided and supported in not doing harm, offering that into the world. Coming back to this body, to this moment. Maybe expressing a little gratitude to yourself for doing this practice today. As we come to the close. As you go about your life today, there may be moments when you feel some kind of suffering, and can you meet yourself with that kind of care and compassion? or you notice that someone else is having a difficult time, can you feel the friendliness and then allow that compassion to be the way that that friendliness meets their suffering, to care about their suffering? Blessings on your day.